Morning guys. So today I actually am going to be planning some Intel builds. I am not super familiar with Intel. I usually build AMD builds because one, I prefer AMD over Intel, and two, don't really build Intel. But it's funny because my best friend, he is always been an Intel guy. He's always preferred it. He just will not touch AMD, and it's fun. He always prefers Nvidia when it comes to graphics cards, and I told him like the only reason why I use Nvidia cards, I do a lot of content creation, I create videos, I use Blender, I do all that fun stuff. What he does is just game and watch movies, and so I've always told him like, hey, you should get an AMD card, but he's like, nope, I always need Nvidia, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, well, whatever. I wanted to hop on my computer, show you guys some Intel builds. I want to get more familiar with Intel. I know that 12th gen at the recording of this video has been out for a while by now. I just want to, you know, throw some builds together. I know generally like the 12900K is the best CPU for Intel that you can get. For like the low end, I think they have like a 12100 or something like that. I'll actually go through PC Part Picker and we're gonna go through everything, and I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna actually do two builds. We're gonna do a super high-end build at a budget of maybe like $3 grand to $3,500, and then for the low end we'll probably do maybe $1,000 to $1,300, maybe $1,500, something like that. I usually, for myself, I usually do mid-range builds. I currently have a 3060 and a 5600 in my computer right now. I do want to learn more about Intel because my friend is actually going to be coming over this weekend, and we're going to be rebuilding his entire PC. We're swapping it to my old case because he wants it. We're going to be looking at new CPUs for him. We're going to be looking at new motherboards since he has like a 4th gen Intel chip, and we're going to be looking at just a ton of stuff for him. At some point he apparently wants my 3060 Ti. I don't know if he's actually going to end up using it or whatever he wants to do with it, but yeah, so let's hop onto my computer. All right, what's up guys? We are on my computer. I don't know why I said what's up guys, it's the same video. We're gonna go to PC Part Picker. We're on it right now. If you guys see me looking up, it's because the OBS is on that screen. We're gonna go to CPUs. We're gonna do the budget build. So we're gonna go to Intel, I know the 12400F is a good chip. Probably something I would use in my own personal build. They also have the 12100F. And I don't know too much about that. 10105F is actually only $87. That was actually the chip that I was telling my friend to get, but he's just like so adamant about not upgrading anything right now because we want something that performs fairly decently. The 12400F. This is going to be the kind of mid-range option. So I know it's not a very hot chip. So we don't really need an AIO for it. It's like a decent air cooler. I mean, we could go with the Hyper 212. I think that would be a good option. Cooler Master Hyper 212, the RGB one. I don't care for RGB, but I can't be too picky. It's only $30, so we're gonna do that. Motherboard. We're not gonna go with something that's Wi-Fi because we're not building it right now. I personally need Wi-Fi, but I don't need to do that right now. We're gonna go to maybe like 100. I want a full ATX, like the $130 to $150 range. I want like a full ATX one. The only difficult thing is that the new Intel boards are kind of expensive, which is kind of difficult to deal with. That's micro ATX. We need something cheaper. 70. We'll do that as the max. $150. Let's look at it. Has 3 M.2 slots from what I'm seeing. 4. Let's see. Not a lot of ports on the back. Got a display port, HDMI, Type-C ports, USB ports, Ethernet. I mean, it's budget for sure. I mean, it's not bad. Hoping that it would have a little bit more. Nothing? You're not giving me nothing? It's Gigabyte board. I mean, we could go with this one. Yeah, let's add that one in. So we're currently at 37901. So RAM, this is obviously just going to be whatever 16 gigabyte kit, and we're going to go with 3200 CL16, and it's going to be the Corsair Vengeance LPX. We don't need 32 gigs because this is probably just going to be a super like, not budget. It's just going to be purely for gaming. So I'm going to stick with that right now. We're going to go for storage. I would never put anything less than 1 terabyte in my computer. What I see a lot of people doing, which I think is amazing, is they are putting like a 1 terabyte NVMe drive, and then they'll offload like extra games to like a 2 terabyte hard drive. So I think we'll do that. So we're gonna do the SN550. I actually have this one in my computer right now, and it's 2 terabytes. It's actually a really good NVMe SSD. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna add in this. It is the Western Digital Barracuda Compute 2 terabytes. And it is 7200 RPM, which is going to be obviously faster than the 5400, I believe. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go to, we'll do the video card last. We're gonna go, actually no, we'll do the video card now. So if I were building this right now and it's purely for gaming, I would go AMD. There's really not a reason to have NVIDIA right now in this build, just because it'd be for gaming. We're not going to be streaming. It's purely just going to be for gaming. So we're going to add in this card. It's the MSI 6600 XT. I would go with the 6600, but you'll get a little bit more performance out of the 6600 XT. I actually have that card right here. It's a different model, but it's the 6600 XT. At Newegg right now, you can get this for $623.98. Brings our total up to $1,222.95, and we still need a case and a power supply. So power supply, we don't need something that's crazy. 600 watts would be perfectly fine. Maybe 550. I wouldn't put anything less than 600 watts. So we'll actually we can either go bronze or, oh, this one's semi-modular, so that's why. So we will do, I would like to do this one. It's a Corsair 650 watt. That would give us a little bit more, and it's actually about the same price as the EVGA one. We're gonna do this. So we're at $1282.94, and we still need a case. So we could go for a higher end case. We could go for the Corsair 4000D Airflow. It is a really good case. I actually have it right now. Let's see if we can find something that's a little bit cheaper. I would love the Fractal Design Meshify C, but it doesn't make any rational sense to have that right now. Let's drop the price. We'll do like max is like $78. We'll do that. So I mean, it's not a bad looking case. You have some airflow in the front, airflow right there. You have some airflow in the front. You get a fan in the back. Let's see what else we got. The Fractal Design Focus G. I don't know. That Corsair Airflow case might be the one. I've never heard of. What is this? Colink Stronghold. It looks like the NZXT case. It looks very similar to the NZXT case. You get what, 2 fans, 1 fan, 2 fans included. Drive cage. I mean, as far as airflow in the front, it is minimal at best. And we do want something that has a little bit better airflow. Corsair Airflow case, because it's what, $50, $54. I think that would be a good option. I don't generally go for white cases, just because I prefer all black builds, but it's fine. So we will definitely need at least 2 fans, I believe. I believe it only comes, it looks like it comes with another one, but I really can't tell. So we'll just assume that it comes with 1 fan. So we're gonna go to expansion, no, we're gonna go to case fans, and we'll just throw in some black fans. We'll go with these Arctic fans, and we're gonna add 2 of them. I think that should be good, because we'll have 2 in the front and 1 in the back, and then we'll have this CPU cooler. So let's see. So our estimated wattage is 411 watts. I definitely think the 650 watt power supply was a good choice here. You'll have the 12400F, the Hyper 212, the RGB one, the Gigabyte B560, and it will be the DDR4 model DS3H. I've actually never built with Gigabyte before. I know that they have decent cards, so we'll check that out. I also know they have exploding power supplies, so that with a grain of salt. We'll have the 1 terabyte boot drive, and then we'll have probably some of the more intensive games, the ones that we want to load faster, on that drive. And then we'll have 2TB hard drive as backup and extra games. The 6600 XT is an amazing card. I will always recommend that card till the day I die, or until something better comes out, I guess. So we'll have that, and then we'll have the Corsair 275R. And it's a mid-tower case. It's $54.75 on Amazon. It looks like a pretty decent case, and it looks like it has some pretty good airflow or something similar. We have the 650 watt power supply. It's bronze, and then we have the 2 fans. So definitely think this would be a great contender for like a 1080p, maybe 1440p, but I would only stick to 1080p for this. But yeah, it looks like a really good build. Seems very solid. I just wish the case was black, but that's honestly just a preference of mine. I prefer just kind of like the all black stealth builds. But yeah, let's go and hop into a new build. All right, so this one for Intel is going to be kind of like a balls to the wall build. We're gonna have like the 12900K in here. It's an amazing CPU. Definitely just crazy fast, ton of cores, ton of threads. It's just going to be an absolute monster in this build. I know that it does run hot, so we are going to get something that can handle it. I think probably a 360 mil AIO will be a good contender, or maybe like the Dark Rock Pro, but I would always go AIO with something that's this high end. We'll do the Corsair iQOO H150i Elite Capellix. This build will probably be around $3,000 to $3,500. We're gonna slap some pretty beefy components in it. So is there an option? Oh yeah, so ATX. So we're gonna, I don't want to do DDR5 right now, just because it doesn't really make any sense to have DDR5. One, the Intel version of my board, and it's a newer model of my board. It's $310.57, which is a little bit expensive. I'm gonna go with the Tomahawk. I think we went with the Tomahawk last time, so actually, I mean, it's a good board. We'll just go for it. It has Wi-Fi in it, DDR4. And so we're gonna go with memory. This one, I think we're gonna go for, I mean, we're doing RGB, we might as well do RGB, right? So we'll do 3600 megahertz kit of G.Skill. We're gonna go with that. And then we're gonna add another one in there. What are we at? We're already at $1,396, so we might have to cut back on something. So storage wise, we're still gonna go with a 1TB NVMe drive. I still can't get behind Gen 4 speeds right now. Even though I edit a ton of videos, I just still can't get behind them. So let's do Western Digital again. Crucial makes really good drives. We could go with this Sabrent 8TB NVMe drive. That would be insane. Thinking, I mean, we could go with this Western Digital Black 2TB one. I think this would be a good buy. Video card. So I probably would go with a 3080 or a 3080 Ti. So, Lord, these prices, man. I mean, the Gigabyte Vision 3080 Ti is actually $1,600 right now. It would just kind of stick out in our build though, because it's white. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go with the Gigabyte Aorus Master one. At $3,306.95. We gotta get a case and a power supply. Since we have a 3080 Ti, I would not feel comfortable putting in anything less than 850 watt. We'll do this 80 plus gold Corsair power supply. So I said 3,500 would be the max for this build. $3,434.44. So find a case. Corsair 4000D Airflow is actually an amazing case. We could go, I actually am really interested in these cases. It's just they're a little bit on the expensive side. So I think the Corsair 4000D would be a good pick for this. We're at $3529.43. And I know that this case does need at least 2 more fans. So we're gonna go to case fans, and I don't want to replace all the fans just because that could get a little bit expensive. But I mean, if we're going RGB, we might as well go RGB. I'm not big on RGB, but we might as well just go for it. So we actually, let me think, we'll have to front mount the AIO. So we actually will only need 3, because we'll put 2 on the top as exhaust and then 1 in the back. So we're at 3643, and we're gonna stick with this for the build. We're gonna stick with this. I think this is a amazing build. Power draw is 7. The estimated wattage is 759. I mean, it will work. It will work with the 850 watt power supply. I might go to 1,000 watts. I would probably feel more comfortable going with 1,000 watts, but it will definitely work with 850. So we went a little bit over our budget. We went over $100.43 if you want to be specific, but I still think this build will be pretty great. It will definitely do 1440p, definitely 4K as well, high settings as well as ultra settings in 1440p. I can't give you frame rates exactly because I don't own it, but yeah, this would definitely be an amazing build. Would definitely last for years. So yeah, just wanted to hop on here. I actually really like doing these videos. Maybe next time we'll do Intel and AMD. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this series. This is the second video of me doing this, so we'll kind of see where it goes. I know you guys are enjoying the tech content and the vlogs, but yeah, I'm gonna close out the video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, push the bell button, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.